Okay, good morning. It is Wednesday, December 11th. I'm running solo today. I'll chat about that here in a minute. But today I wanted to chat about the benefit, the importance of having our high tunnel, and it doesn't have to be a high tunnel, but a structure to house your hens in during the winter if you're going to farm the way we are farming. We're in Colorado, so we're in zone 5. So when I started my homesteading journey, I followed a lot of farmers out. They were more southeast than where we are. We're in Colorado, zone 5. I followed Justin Rhodes, he's in the Carolinas, Joel Soliton's in Virginia, completely different climate. And what I did, the mistake I made was I mimicked everything. I mimicked everything that they did in terms of trying to run a sustainable farm. One of those mistakes was, and it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. It was just recognizing that during the winter, I needed to shift. I needed to adjust. So I'm not going to call it a mistake because we still farm that way, which is we utilize Justin Rhodes' chickshaw for a mobile coop, and we also use electric netting so that we can rotate our hens all spring, summer, and fall. And that's great. That's still the way we do it. However, that first winter when we were out here, I had no plan and no idea what I was going to do with my chickens during the winter, so we didn't do anything. We continued to try to rotationally graze, which you can see with our weather patterns. I mean, we get snow every week, every other week. It's impossible to move those nettings every week like we do in the summer. Especially when that ground freezes. I mean, those spikes, you can't get them out, you can't get them in. It's miserable. We did it the first year. The second year, we utilized our barn, and we kind of housed them halfway into the barn. And then by year 3, we built this. We built our high tunnel for a number of reasons. It wasn't just because of the chickens. Our first 2 years that we tried to grow veggies and grow a garden out here, it didn't work. Again, we're zone 5. I think it's 5B. We're higher elevation than even in Denver, and nothing grows out here outside, or we had troubles growing any veggies outside. So we built this for that, but it serves 2 purposes. It's a dual purpose system. And the way we do this, the beautiful thing about this is it's not ideal being in here with 3 roosters and a goose. Deep bedding system. So we run a deep bedding system in here. It doesn't stink in here right now. It does not. There's no smell. There's no smell of manure or just animals. It smells good in here. And the reason for that is the deep bedding system. So wanted to show. So when we built this high tunnel, we bought the system. The system was all steel, and that just came out, and we built it. We added these 2x. I don't know if these are 2x6 or 2x8. I'll have to measure them. I don't remember what I did, but I ran 3 sets. You can see the top 2 here. There's a third one down at the base. So there's 3 sets of 2x6 or 2x8. To create this deep bedding system. Again, the whole point of this was for our veggies. So we grow our veggies. But in the winter, we wanted to be able to house our chickens, but by doing it without having to come in and clean out manure or anything else. So that's where the deep bedding system comes into play. We brought in a ton of wood chips, tons of wood chips that first year, and we continue to bring in wood chips and compost every single year to just add to this deep bedding system. And the beauty behind that is we're creating this amazing soil bed that we're now able to grow into every single spring and summer, and allowing the chickens to come in here, lay their manure. So they're laying their manure, they're pecking, they're scratching, they are feeding to this soil system for our garden in the spring and the summer. But it's a beautiful way to house them in the winter. So some of the things that we did that are probably unnecessary, I'll kind of show you. I ran chicken wire. You can see I ran chicken wire. I mean, it's pretty high. It's probably 6 foot. I think it is 6 foot high, all the way around. You can see these chickens are, roosting on it now, so I'm gonna have to come in and retie it. I would do this. I would run this chicken wire again all the way around. I would run it on all the sides just to protect the plastic. What I didn't want, well, a couple of things. It's keeping them in. It's keeping them in, but it's also protecting the plastic. But the first year we built these, I don't know, these gates, I guess, which is necessary on this side because we do have, this is a garage door, but it is not necessary. You see there's two of them here. The reason there's two of them is because I used to put one here as well. Completely unnecessary. No reason, there's no reason to have a gate here, so we've left that off. So if we were to do it again, I probably, well, I know I wouldn't have made two gates. I would have only made the one. And I still would have made that one because it does, there's a way for them to get out. And if I need to lift this up and bring it, if I need to lift this up and bring the tractor in, I need to be able to open this and have access. But only one gate would have been necessary. I love the, look, we've been here for 5 years and we're only at the first 2x level here. We're encroaching on the second 2x level here. So there's been 5 years of constant wood chips and compost being brought in year over year, and we're still not even halfway in terms of the height. So this should essentially last us another 5 years until at that point in time, I don't know what we're gonna do. Once we start overflowing, I really don't know. I haven't even made it that far. It's gonna be a good problem to have if I've got that much depth of great soil to plant my garden in every single year. So the other thing we use this for is when we have baby chicks and poults, we bring them in here. We set up the brooder. We've got the heat lamp here. We've got these housings for the heat lamp. I know this is a disaster. This is on our to-do list, way down far on our to-do list to clean up. But we set up brooders. So again, in the beginning, we had the chickens in our house. Oh my gosh, we had the chicks in our house. We did that for a couple of years. We eventually moved them out to the garage and set them up in the garage. But then it's just so nice to have them in here. Again, they're pooping, they're doing their thing, they're creating nitrogen and giving back to our soil base for our garden. So anyhow, I wanted to chat on that for a bit. The importance of, look, we're in zone 5. It's ridiculous you can do it. We did it. All our chickens survived, but oh my gosh, it was miserable. It was miserable. Running hens in the middle of winter where we are, zone 5 in Colorado, not ideal. So very important to have an option to bring them in during the winter. Just wanted to chat on that for a bit. Okay, I think I already said it is Wednesday, December 11th, but if I didn't, it is Wednesday, December 11th. I am solo today, so Yeah, it's December 11th. We got hit hard right after Thanksgiving. We've had sick kiddos since December 1st. So it was, Henley was the first victim, and he was sick, man. I mean, he was off and on for all week. He kept spiking fevers, poor kid. But he's finally on the mend. Well, then AZ, so that was December 1st. AZ ended up getting it that Friday. So December 1st was Sunday, then that Friday AZ got it. Today's been her best day, but definitely chest. It's in her chest, so we don't want her out here in the cold. And then Evie got it a couple days ago. So 11 days of December has just been lots of caring for kiddos and vitamins and all that good stuff. So all that to be said, somehow Henley, it's freezing right now, it's cold. Henley just didn't want to come out today, which is fine. He's a trooper, man. He brought that water out for me. He brought the chicken water out for me, fed the dogs and the cats in the barn, and then he's like, I'm going inside. I'm like, whatever, man. And then Nat and Evie and AZ are inside just recouping. So hopefully by this week, I think they're all on the mend. They look a lot better. By this weekend, hopefully we can start enjoying. We've got lots of stuff, lots of Christmas things we were planning to do that we couldn't do the last couple of weeks, which has been a bummer, but it's all good. It's all good. These kids have been generally healthy all year. I mean, oh my gosh, I think the last time we were sick was in January, so I'll take it. But it'll be good to be on the mend and start enjoying the rest of the month. So it's just me today. We're gonna get Annabelle milked. We'll get these cows put out, and we'll call it a day. Okay, so I ended up throwing 2 bales in here. It was getting a little sparse in there, so for the most part, you know, every now and again I'll have to throw 2 in, but for the most part, one a week should suffice. And again, we're throwing in some carbon in there because these cows in the winter are in there pooping and peeing and laying in it. Usually it's this one, Annabelle, our milk cow. And she's dirty. She looks somewhat clean, Look, she's dirty enough. It's dry though. I talked about this a couple videos ago. In the past, I would have brought out the hose and sprayed her down. I'm just gonna scrape this off. It's clean enough. We get most of that off. I get her nice and soapy on her udders and her teats, and it's fine. So she's fine, but keeping that spent hay in the loafing shed just helps, not only for the cows, it's good for the cows, right? We don't want them sitting in all their poop and pee in their dirt, but it also keeps them clean, so better for us when we're milking the next morning. Okay, we are finished up. As always, appreciate each and every one of you. Really appreciate you. If you're new to the channel and you find value in what you're seeing here, hopefully you can pick up a tip, a trick, a golden nugget to help you in your homesteading journey. If that is the case, would love for you to subscribe. We love the comments, love the feedback. Keep bringing it. Appreciate all of you. We'll catch you next time.